Hello everyone, hope you all are doing very fine. Myself Amit Kumar Mani, founder Global Pharma Academy. Today we are going to discuss all about the Ayurvedic export. So Ayurvedic export is one of the top export in the pharmaceuticals because as India is a history of producing lot of Ayurvedic proprietary medicines and lot of formulas are also there here which are mostly demanded in the countries like USA, like UK, like Canada, Australia, UAE, Gulf countries. So you can able to export Ayurvedic products as well, and you can also take the benefits of this opportunity. And for that reason, here in this video I am going to told you how to export Ayurvedic products out of India. Okay, so let's get started. Before starting, I just want to share one notification that if you want to learn all about the export business in the pharmaceuticals right from the scratch, like how to start the business, the documentation, regulatory requirements, buyers find out, okay, and other all specific information, then you can join our certification course in pharmaceutical export, which will start soon. In the description I provided all the details, you can check it out. So let's get started with the video. I will first explain in this video the classifications of the Ayurvedic products. So there are different classifications. The first classification is dietary supplements. So there are lot of demands for the dietary supplements in the Ayurvedic. So first one is Amla, then Neem, then Ashwagandha, then Shilajit. Okay, so these are the products which are dietary supplement which helps for like increasing the resistance power and related different vital organs, and like it will also improve the health. So these are the dietary supplements which are used. Next one is complete Ayurvedic based products. For example, it should be a raw powder as well. For example, moringa powder. Okay, after leaves become dries, they produce the powder and it is a raw, there is no chemical added. So that kind of the products can also be exported. Then the next one is all about the cosmetics. Okay, so cosmetics include the soap, shampoos, conditioner, skincare products. Skincare is actually covered in the personalized care. Okay, so personalized care is also there, creams and related products. Then next products is about food. Okay, so Ayurvedic food supplementary is also there. For example, honey, chawanprash. So these are the different categories you need to know. And after the categories, how you can export those products. So first of all, you can export as a manufacturer or you can export as a merchant export. For manufacturer, you need to have a complete WHO GMP approved plant, and also some certifications are needed. For example, COA, certification of analysis, which is end-to-end information is provided here. How the COA certification, there the content, actual content, how much content is involved there, and different other parameters are also involved. Next one is free sale certification is needed. Then certification of origin is needed, and as I say earlier, WHO GMP is needed. These are the certification needed. And if you are a merchant export, then you needed FSSAI license as well, and IEC code is needed. And in case if there is a chemical, then drug license is needed. These are the basic requirement. And for getting a benefits in the Indian government, you needed a GST. Okay, so both cases, manufacturer and merchant. So now let's get started. I will told you about the products. Okay, different product documentation needed. Now the product documentation needed, the first one is all about the safety databases documentation, where different tests are involved, like toxicological test and different tests. I will told you further about the test which are going to be conducted. Then next one is all about dossier. So dossier is the complete document where it includes all the processes right from the raw material till the finished product. So these all information included in the dossier. So dossier is needed. So any product if you wish to export, you must have the dossier along with you, and the regulatory people are build up the dossier, so you can able to get their help and prepare the dossier as well. Next one is about the labeling requirement. Labeling requirement is nothing but basically whenever you are going to export any kind of the product, so every country has its own labeling requirement. So languages are there and different factors involved in it. For example, there is a content, there is a warning, there is contraindication, MRP, strength. Okay, all things are involved. So accordingly, every country as per the requirement, you can build the labeling and then you can export the products. Okay, so now I am going to told you about the different tests which are going to be conducted during manufacturing of the Ayurvedic medicines. So it include, first is the contamination test. It include heavy metal which contains leads, arsenic, cadmium and mercury impurity. Then next one, microbial contamination, then aflatoxin and mycotoxin, then pesticide residue, then adulteration. It include checking synthetic drugs, then residual solvent. The next test is about the identification and authentication. It include macroscopic and microscopic evaluation, then DNA barcoding. It is a new technology which validate the exact plant material used in this drug. The next one is chromatographic fingerprinting. Next test involves standardization and efficacy. It include phytochemical and physicochemical. Physicochemical include pH, ash values. Okay, so these are the factors involved. The next one is about the stability testing. So there are two stability testing. First is accelerated, which is for 6-month period, and next one is long term. And again some other stability tests are also involved as per the country specific requirement. After this you need to have all the guidelines you have to follow from the Ayush department, then FSSA food safety, and Pharmaceutical Commission Indian Medicine PCIM. Okay, so now I am going to told you about the exact procedure. Like you have to register your product in different countries. Most of the time it is needed. So which are the different platforms where your product has to be registered? So for Europe it is needed, THMP is needed, which is traditional and herbal medicine product. Then US, which include DSHEA, that is dietary supplement, health and education. Then Canada, NHPC, it means natural health product. Then UAE and Saudi Arabia, halal is needed, halal certification is needed. So how to start, what is the roadmap? So basically first of all you have to check whether you are manufacturer or merchant. For manufacturer you need to follow all Ayush guidelines, make the plant and then prepare the dossier and even all the certifications as well. And for merchant you need to connect with the different you need to have an IEC code, and then as I say FSSAI certifications, and then you can able to export. But first of all you have to check the country, okay, the market. So there are different countries where you can export. As I say earlier in the video, Canada, Australia, UAE, Gulf countries, UK and USA, these are the top most countries where Ayurvedic products are mostly exported. So you need to first connect with those countries, get the buyers. So how you can get the buyers? Either you can connect with the governments like embassies there in this country, or you can connect directly by visiting there. Even the exhibitions are also there. Some advisory bodies are also organize the exhibitions. For example, Ayush also conduct exhibitions before in the India and other countries as well, that can be possible. Then next one is you need to collect all the databases about this their countries distribution, traders or manufacturing, connect with them and get their requirement. Okay, so even social media, then digital marketing, and even getting the paid data, for example even B2B platforms like India Mart, Trade India, that can also be possible. Okay, so you can choose any of the way and you can start getting buyer. Okay, once you get the buyer, get their requirement about the product dossier, of course they needed. Then next one, labeling requirement you have to check, and then you have to give the quote. So while giving the product quote, what kind of the factors you have to need to be considered? For example, only X factory rate you don't give. Okay, so the final rate you have to give by adding these values, like X factory plus packing plus freight plus insurance plus duties plus local distribution margin plus compliances and your margin. And whenever you are doing exports, so payment term should be advance or LC can be possible. LC means irrevocable LC, you can do it, whether it is a safe, most safe Incoterm. Okay, then likewise you can able to export. And even some products like classical products are exported more, essential oils are exported more, even dietary supplements and even skincare products. These are the products which you have to focus for export Ayurvedic product, because different country has their requirement. And finally, at the end of this video, some few points has need to be considered. Your product should follow all the guidelines of the different countries. Okay, all the tests should be passed, then you can't claim that your product are reducing or treat any disease unless that product is registered in their country. Okay, and even some clinical evidences has also need to be collected whenever needed. Okay, so that there is also support for promotion of your products as well. So these are the all information, and I suggest if you want to learn all pharmaceutical export, you can join our certification course in the pharma export. So Ayurvedic export is one of the top demanded, and there is a lot more export is going to be happen now and also in the future. So you can also take the benefits of this, and I hope this video will definitely help you to gain knowledge about the Ayurvedic export. So for more information about the certification course, call to the given number or visit our website or fill the Google form given in the description. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you all the best.